It is my privilege to introduce our speaker. He graduated Bachelor of Science in Accountancy at Tarlac State University last 2016. October of the same year, he passed the CPA licensure examination. He also finished his Master of Business Administration at Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila last 2019. He is a CPA reviewer of iCare in Accountancy Review and Pinnacle CPA Review. He is a faculty member of De La Salle University, Manila. He is also the undergraduate reviewer of Malayan Colleges Laguna and St. Dominic College of Asia. He was a former CPA reviewer and undergraduate reviewer of Prism CPA Review Binyan, Southern Tagalog Accountancy Review, STAR, Lucena, Philippine Review Institute of Accountancy, PRIA, Alabang, Southern Mindanao Accountants Review and Training Services, SMARTS, General Santos City and Davao City. Far Eastern University, Cavite, Colegio de San Juan de Letran, Manila, Colegio de San Juan de Letran, Calamba, and Sultan Kudarat State University, Tacurong City. He was a former faculty member of University of Santo Tomas, Manila, and FEU Manila. He became a resource speaker in PICPA Dubai, Prism CPD Services, and Manaig Manaig and Company. And lastly, he was a former external associate auditor of Navarro Amper and Company, a member firm of Deloitte. Now, let us all welcome Mr. Rainiel C. Soriano, CPA MBA for our MBA Account Talk Dialogue to the Future Self. Let us give him a virtual round of applause.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Or should I say good morning pa, no? Kasi 11 pa lang. Right? So, how are you guys? Kumusta? Napaaga yata yung ating start, no? Let me just share my screen so that we can start. Do you now see my screen?
Yes po, sir.
Alright, good. So, our topic for today will be all about the MBA journey. So, pinalitan ko lang yung title, no? So, I put here our journey to a better you because apparently they're saying, no, na if you will graduate on this degree which is the Master of Business Administration, ito po ang marami daw perks and benefits. So, later, titingnan natin kung totoo ba yung mga yan. Okay? So, the first question that will pop on your mind when hearing the term MBA will be ano ba talaga or ano ba itong MBA na lang, tama ba? So let's answer that. But before that, objectives muna pala tayo. Alright, so for today, I only have 3 objectives. So tatlo lang yung objective natin in this webinar. First will be the overview of the degree. Second will be the requirements needed. Also who can take the degree. And then last but not the least will be the reasons why you should get an MBA degree. Okay? So now, let's move on to the big question. What is MBA? Actually, marami akong narinig, no, na meaning ng MBA, and some of those are those na nakikita mo sa screen, right? Is it, number 1, Mercedes-Benz awaiting? Sana all, no, naka-Mercedes-Benz, right? That's one of my dream car, no? Right, Mercedes-Benz. Kaso wala pa tayong pambili, no? Hopefully, sooner or later, right? Magkaroon tayo niyan. Also, right, isa ito sa mga joke ng isa sa mga professor ko sa MBA, and that's Masters of Barbers Association daw. Right? Meaning ito daw yung association ng mga mga barber, right, na syempre gumugupit sa mga tao. Next will be married but available. Sana hindi tayo ganito. Once we get married sooner or later, dapat hindi na tayo available. So hindi totoo yung dapat married but available. Alright? Next, medyo mabigat ito, no? Right? Hindi dapat ito ginagamit, pero sige, banggitin na rin natin because this is one also, no, of the acronym or the meaning of the acronym given by me by my former professors while taking the MBA degree. That's mediocre but arrogant. Alright? Sinasabi yan, no, doon sa mga students na tipo bang hindi ginagawa. Right? Medyo harsh, sir. Oh, medyo harsh talaga. Ng konti lang naman. Right? Yan yung mga students, sinasabihan sa mga students na hindi talaga nagpa-participate or hindi ginagawa yung kanilang mga assigned jobs or assigned projects. Right? Then next will be more bad advice. Ito naman yung tipo bang yung kaibigan mo for example, tipo bang wala nang ibang ginawa kung bibigyan ka, right, ng mga bad advices, so sasabihin mo lang, pahingi nga ng MBA, right, hinihingi lang pala yung MBA, no? More bad advice. Next will be the married by accident. Hopefully, hindi mangyari sa atin to. I just hope, no, na hindi po tayo ikasal by accident, right? So, hindi dapat ganun na mangyari. Next will be the most bossy attitude. So, maraming ganyan eh. Alright? Sa ginagamit naman namin itong most bossy attitude na to when it comes to group projects. Because in MBA, later we will discuss, no, hindi lang tayo nakafocus sa theory. Most of the time, we are focused on the application already. Alright? And sometimes, there are group cases or group activities na, of course, needs the participation of everyone in the group. Okay? Then sometimes there are students who aren't participating to the set activity or to the set case. And then yan yung ang tawag namin sa mga yan will be the mediocre but arrogant. But apparently, there are leaders as well, no? Wherein itong mga leader na to, right, sila yung para bang nagli-lead dun sa group or dun sa case presentation na yan. And then sobra nilang bossy, na tipo bang lahat gusto nila ganun. Right, so ang tawag naman namin sa kanila is MBA pa rin. MBA pa rin sila, but this time the meaning is most bossy attitude. Right? Next will be the master of barely anything. Right? Sana hindi tayo ganyan. Hindi dapat ganyan yung meaning ng MBA. Ito medyo pang gym to, no? Mind, body, and attitude. Most of the time, sa gym ko yan naririnig. Right? And last but not the least, definitely this is not the meaning of MBA. That's money, business, and accounting. Common, right? Misnomer yan right now, no? Sa industry we're in. Other people thought that MBA is just all about money, business, and accounting. All right. So what is really an MBA? All right. So let's now define an MBA. So dito tayo focus. Okay? Because this is the real meaning of MBA. This is what an MBA is. Alright? So first, Master of Business Administration is a graduate degree, no, that provides theoretical and practical training for business management. Alright? So as I said a while ago, in MBA, we will not just focus on the theory. Well, sa undergraduate, if you observe whether you are an accountancy student, whether you are a financial management student, management accounting student, or whatever course you are taking, most of the time, on an undergraduate course, we are just focused on the theories. Tama ba? Your professor will teach you all the theories that you have to know, but apparently, yung practical side ng pag-aaral natin kapag undergrad, napaka-minimal lang. Tama ba? Right, there is a chat here. Alright, hindi pala para sa... Anyway, in undergrad, once again, as I said, right, puro lang tayo theories. Right, tuturuan ka, for example, sa audit, right? Your professor in audit or in assurance will teach you how to conduct audit. But apparently, hindi ka naman talaga mag-audit. Well, merong mga practice cases, merong mga, let's say, may mga projects wherein you can experience kung ano bang nangyayari, no, sa real life, but apparently hindi talaga yon yung nangyayari. I mean, hindi talaga yon totoo. Parang ano lang yun, practical assessment lang yun. Yet that is not the real world. Tama ba? Because apparently when taking your undergraduate degree, when finishing your undergraduate degree, whether accountancy ngayon or what, right, see to it that the focus is more on the theories. Right? So sasabihin sa'yo, kapag for example, no, nagka-conduct tayo ng audit, dapat surprise. One example, no, dapat surprise ang inventory count. Right? Dapat hindi mo sasabihin, sa client kung kailan ka magka-conduct ng inventory count. So kapag lumabas yan sa board examination, ang sasagot mo, unannounced or surprise ang inventory count. But in reality, in practice, right, to tell you the truth, hindi yun totoo. Right? Kapag mag-inventory count ka, you should what? You should advise the client because apparently you need to ask for a supervision. You need also to ask, no, the client to help you conduct that inventory count. Also, kailangan mo sabihan yung client kasi paano if yung kliyente mo no, nandun pa siya sa Mindanao. Let's say na nandun siya sa General Santos City or sabihin na natin nandun siya sa Polomolok, right? Let's say our client is Dole, right? Dole is actually located in Polomolok, South Cotabato, right? That's one of the clients that we had when I was still in this firm, no, na syempre, hindi ko nasasabihin, hindi ko napapangalanan kung ano ba. Alright? So, apparently, if nandun pa yung kliyente mo, pag mag-inventory count ka ngayon, magbibilang ka ng mga pineapple juice, obviously, you need to tell the client. Sir, bakit? Because apparently, saan ka kukuha ng pambayad mo? Again, saan ka kukuha ng pambayad mo ng flight? Saan ka kukuha? Baka hindi ka papakainin yan. Saan ka kukuha ng hotel accommodation mo? Are you with me? Right? So in real life, most of the time, as a courtesy na rin to the client, right, we are actually telling them or we are actually advising them, right, that we will conduct inventory count. But we're doing that not, once again, we're doing that not to give them a chance to commit fraud, right? Because apparently, hindi natin nahayaan yun. Once again, wala pong auditing firm na hayaan niya na yung kliyente niya na mag-commit ng fraud. Hindi dapat ganon. Alright? We're doing that only as a courtesy, as a professional courtesy. But apparently, in theory, isn't it, ang turo sa inyo ng ang turo sa iyo ng auditing reviewer or auditing professor mo is that inventory counts are unannounced. Tama ba? So that's one of the reason why we should take right postgraduate study, no, because on a postgraduate degree, let's say master of business administration nga or even doctors of business administration, most of the time, right, they will teach you, alright, they will teach you what you'll do, alright, in the outside world. Hindi tayo nakafocus lang sa theories. Well, here, sa undergraduate degree, sa accountancy, for example, no, ang anong ginagamit nating company? A company acquired 70% of the common stock of B company. Tama ba? Ganon tayo eh. Right? Puro theory. I mean, puro theoretical lang pinag-uusapan natin. And apparently, right, mga invento lang yung company natin. Right? Let's say si electric company, parang gano'n, no? Iniimbento lang natin. But in MBA, we don't do that. Right? Once you enroll yourself in an MBA or in a postgraduate degree, expect that most of the time, you'll talk about the real life. Right? Real world po ang pag-uusapan natin. Meaning, we'll do or we'll use, right, real company. Hindi tayo gagamit ng XXX company. Hindi tayo gagamit ng BBB company. Walang ZZZ company doon. Right? We'll use, for example, San Miguel Corporation. What are the problems encountered by San Miguel Corporation? What are the decisions made by Jollibee Foods Corporation? So, real company ang pag-uusapan nyo doon. And apparently, right, pag-uusapan nyo, right, kung ano ba yung mga kailangan nilang gawin. So, most of the time, practice, right, or practical training ang mangyayari kapag nag-enroll ka sa MBA degree. Alright? So don't expect na puro theoretical lang na tipo bang nakaupo ka lang, no? Nakaupo ka lang sa, for example, if sa ngayon na nagtitika na accountancy, nandun ka lang sa dulo ng classroom, this time sa MBA, hindi yun mangyayari. First, kasi konti lang kayo sa room. Normally, konti lang kayo sa room. Hindi pinupuno ang MBA class. Right? Wala pa akong nakitang school, no, na yung MBA class lumagpas ng 15. Normally hanggang 15 lang. Right? I don't know it to other school, but most of the schools in Manila, right, na nakilala ko or natanungan ko yung mga friends ko is that the ideal class for an MBA is just 10 to 15, parang ganun, no? So, yung ibig sabihin, kung 10 to 15 ka lang, kahit doon ka pa sa dulo umupo, makikita at makikita ka ng professor mo. And apparently, i-ask ka niya na mag-participate to whatever discussion to whatever discussion na ginagawa nyo on that time. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin, they'll be needing what? They'll be needing your opinions, they'll be needing your experiences, and they'll be needing your inputs with regards to a certain case. Alright? Because once again, as I said on my first bullet, MBA is a graduate degree that provides both theoretical and practical training, not just theoretical. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa second bullet. Anong sinasabi dito sa second bullet? Sabi dito, an MBA daw is designed to help graduates gain a better understanding, no, of general business management functions. What do I mean by that? Kaya nga siya tinawag na Master of Business Administration. Kaya siya tinawag na ganon. That's because it's focused on the business management side of the business courses. Alright? Meaning, wag mong i-expect na accounting po ang pinag-aaralan dito. Well, there are accounting subjects still sa MBA. What are those, sir? Well, dalawa lang yun ang naalala ko eh. First will be management accounting, meaning you'll talk about management advisory services still, and you'll also talk about financial management as well. All right? But other than those two, see to it that most of the time, puro management subjects or courses na ang tinitake mo. All right? Because once again, hindi po nakafocus sa accounting ang MBA. Okay? Eh sir, bakit ang dami CPA na nagtitake ng MBA? Bakit hindi na lang sila mag-take ng Master of Accountancy or Master of Science in Accountancy? Well, I'll tell you what. Master of Science in Accountancy or Master of Accountancy is actually more inclined or sabihin na rin more related if you are actually a professor. Meaning if you'll want to devote your life to teaching or in the academe, you should take Master of Science in Accountancy. So if you want or you really want to teach and gusto mo naka para bang related yung pinag-aaralan mo on what you're doing or what you want to do, you should take Master of Science in Accountancy. Well, MBA, it can be used, don't get it wrong MBA, pwede rin siyang magamit once na magtuturo ka. Because one of the requirements ng CHED, if you will look at the CHED requirements in order to become a professor, one of the requirements is that a professor must have a graduate degree, a master's degree to be specific. Alright? So, yun yung minimum requirement actually. So, MBA ang tinitake ng ibang professors, especially yung mga part-time, because they want still to open the possibility, they are still open to the possibility that sooner or later, there will be a chance or even a slight chance na babalik sila sa industry. There will be a slight chance, right, na maybe sooner or later, magtatrabaho ulit sila sa private company. Right? That's why most of the, what they call this, most of the professors are taking Master of Business Administration instead of Master of Science in Accountancy. Because once again, Master of Science in Accountancy, right, mas nakalinya siya sa academic track, while MBA, mas nakalinya siya sa professional track naman. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa third bullet. Anong meron dito sa third bullet natin? Here, sa third bullet natin, an MBA degree can have a general focus. Alright? So, pwede mong i-take yung Master of Business Administration lang. So, kapag ganun lang yung course mo, wala siyang major, see to it na general po yung focus niya. But there are also Master of Business Administration wherein meron siyang major. Right? Ano yung mga examples, sir, ng major? Well, pwede siyang nakafocus sa accounting. So, meron tayong tinatawag na MBA, major in accounting. We also have MBA, major in marketing, major in finance, major in human resource management, relationship management, entrepreneurship, etc. etc. So, pwede, kapag nag-enroll ka, general focus siya or pwede rin naman na meron siyang specific focus. Nakadepende yun, syempre, doon sa school sa kung saan ka mag-enroll. Right, one moment please. Alright, punta ngayon tayo sa fourth bullet. Anong sabi dito sa fourth bullet? An MBA is a graduate degree focused on management. So nabanggit ko na to kanina, Right, say to it that MBA po is focused on management. It is not just focused on accounting, on finance, on entrepreneurship, on marketing, etc. etc. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng management courses kailangan mong daanan once you took this MBA degree. Alright. Then executive MBA programs, what are these? These are, the programs, MBA pa rin sila, pero hindi sila full-time. Ibig sabihin, most of the time, kapag executive MBA yung tawag, ito yung mga MBA wherein weekend lang sila nagme-meet, Saturday lang, for example, or weeknights lang, then meaning, meron lang silang let's say, 6 to 9 units per term. Alright? Because these executive MBA programs are available for experienced who cannot commit. Alright, experienced professionals who cannot commit a full-time schedule because there are people, no, there are professionals who want to take MBA, right? But apparently they don't have the time to do so. So that's one of the reason why they're enrolling themselves, right, to an executive MBA instead. Okay? Now, after talking about what is MBA, all right, share ko naman, alright, let me share now, alright, the reasons why some, what do you call this, some people actually is taking an MBA, alright. So, I actually asked my fellow professors who are currently taking MBA and also my friends who already took MBA. And these are the top three, right, answers that I got from them. Okay? Actually, related or similar lang yung sagot nila. And ito yung tatlo, no, na pinaka nagustuhan ko. First reason, I am studying MBA because I want to make a career in business or industry. Because once again, in MBA po, or while taking MBA, they will teach you not only the theories but also they will let you, right, grow professionally, right, by, right, para bang giving you a chance to experience real world scenarios and by having practical sessions or practical trainings, right? So if you want to really make a career in business or industry, I think you should really take MBA, right? Later we'll discuss, no, the reasons or the other reasons, right, why you should take MBA. All right. Now, punta tayo sa number 2. Anong meron dito sa number 2? Here, in the second reason, sabi dito, no, I want to join as a manager and I want to end up as CEO, sabi niya ganun. Right? Or if not CEO, at least I want to reach a position of vice president or president of the company. So sir, ibig po bang sabihin niyan, bago ka maging vice president, CEO, or president, kailangan may MBA ka? Well, not technically. Again, not technically kailangan ng MBA. Pero most of the time, kailangan po talaga ng postgraduate degree before you can para bang you can be part of the top management, right? Especially if nasa private sector ka. Okay? That's why most company are offering scholarship before they'll promote, right, a certain employee to a higher rank. Alright? Marami pong kumpanya, marami akong kakilalang kumpanya wherein they're offering MBA scholarship to Asian Institute of Management, to Ateneo Graduate School, san pa? PLM Graduate School, De La Salle Graduate School, etc., etc. Alright, that is because they believe that if an employee took, no, the MBA degree and apparently is a degree holder, sito it na what? Sito it na mas bagay siya or mas credible siya for that job. Right? That is why companies are really encouraging professionals to take postgraduate degree and not just focus sa undergraduate degree. Alright? Kala natin, no? Kala ko rin ganun eh. Yung tipo bang pagka-graduate ko, that's it. That's the end ng paghihirap ko. Parang ganun, no? After I graduate accountancy or while taking accountancy, I thought, no, that after I graduate to this degree, tipo bang hindi na ako mag-aaral ulit. And I actually stand corrected because apparently, kailangan sooner or later, magkakaroon ka ng desire, alright, wherein gusto mo pang matuto. Magkakaroon ka ng desire wherein gusto mo pang maging better. Alright? So, ang ibig sabihin nito, one of the reasons for you to be that person you want to be is, syempre, to enroll yourself in a postgraduate degree. Alright? The last reason, I am doing MBA because I want to work in industry for a while, gather experience, and then I want to set up my own business. Right? This is also one of the reasons why, right, people are taking MBA. They want to know the basics. They want to know how they can manage a business. They want to know how can they start a business, right? Para bang just to share, no, right, I also actually I have, right, classmates while during my MBA time were in business owners sila talaga yung sila talaga yung may-ari ng business nila. Also, meron akong mga klase na mag-i-start pa lang ng business. Alright? Sila yung mga masasarap na klase. You know why? Because apparently, kapag sila yung kaklase mo, alright, sabihan mo lang na baka naman pwede sa McDo na tayo magklase or sa Starbucks na tayo magklase, sagot nila lahat, pumapayag sila. right? Kidding aside, right? If you really want to know how you will manage, how you will grow, and how you can solve possible problems that you may encounter sooner or later, right? One of the things, or one of the parabang, one of the remedy that you can do is to enroll yourself in an MBA degree. All right. So these are the top 3 reasons why people or professionals are taking MBA. Okay. Ngayon ganito, punta tayo no doon sa mga requirements, right, that we need syempre before we can enter an MBA. Right? So what are the requirements for an MBA? Okay? Medyo mabilis ata tayo, no? Anong oras na ba? Right? Nasa 11:38, right? Parang mukha lang palang mabilis. Mabilis lang yung oras, no? So what are the requirements for an MBA? First will be education, right? Siyempre, you cannot take a postgraduate degree if you are not a bachelor's degree holder. Ibig sabihin, one of the requirements for you to take an MBA degree is that you have a bachelor's degree. Sir, dapat po ba related sa business yung bachelor's degree ko? Let's say, dapat po ba Bachelor of Science in Business Administration ako, Bachelor of Science in Financial Management, in Accountancy, alright, in Management Accounting, or related po ba dapat sa business yung bachelor's degree ko? The answer is no. Well, it will be an advantage. Again, it will be an advantage for you if your bachelor's degree is related to business. Because you'll have para bang an advantage, you'll have a prior knowledge of the theories if that will be the case. And if you have a prior knowledge of the theories, apparently what you'll have to do is to apply those theories you learn during your undergraduate review. If meron, joke lang, no? Right? You'll just need to para bang apply those theories or those concepts you learn from your professors on the undergrad to practice pag tinake mo yung MBA. But don't get it wrong. Once again, other professions or other right degree holder can also take an MBA. Right? Sir, ang engineering pwedeng mag-take ng MBA? The answer is yes. Sir, ang doktor pwedeng mag-take ng MBA? The answer is yes. I have several classmates or a few classmates no, who are actually engineers. Actually, tama ba? 4 yung naging kaibigan ko na engineer na nagtitik ng MBA kasabay ko. Meron din akong 2 doktor, doctor of medicine Meron akong 2 doktor na kaklase din na nagtitake ng MBA. So sir, why do they want to take MBA? The same reason na sinabi ko kanina. They want right to run their business. They want to establish a business. And in order for them to do that, of course, kailangan nilang mag-acquire ng knowledge, mag-acquire ng experience, and one reason, right yun, para mag-take ng MBA. Because in engineering, in medicine, they don't teach how to handle a business. They don't teach how to solve certain problems encountered by managers. Tama ba? That is why one reason, para bang one remedy na nakikita nila instead of enrolling in an undergraduate degree is enrolling in a postgraduate degree. Because apparently MBA is not limited to business management and to business-related courses. Anyone can take MBA as long as you are a bachelor's degree holder. But apparently, if you are not a business related course or your bachelor's degree is not business related, see to it that you'll still need to take pre-MBA courses. Sir, ano itong mga pre-MBA courses na to? Pre-MBA courses, ito yung mga subjects na kailangan mo munang itake bago mo talaga maumpisahan yung MBA journey mo. Alright? So, nag-o-offer po yung mga school ng ganon. Meron tayong pre-MBA courses including financial accounting, marketing, mga ganun. Right? So, kailangan mo na nilang mag-enroll doon bago sila makapag-enroll sa totoong MBA. But definitely, any professionals can enroll to an MBA. Alright? Next will be experience. The ideal time frame for you to enroll to MBA is that you still need or you still have first to prepare to acquire 1 to 2 years work experience, related work experience, right? Actually, there are schools who do not accept applicants, who do not accept students if they are fresh graduates. They do not accept students na walang experience. Sir, bakit naman? Because apparently in MBA tuturuan ka kung paano mag-solve ng mga real life business problems. Tuturuan ka kung anong gagawin mo if you are already the manager, if you have already the authority in a business, in a company. So if you don't have any idea, right, kung ano talaga nangyayari sa real world, and if you don't have any experience no dealing with clients, and para bang you'll have a hard time coping with your classmates. That's why it is ideal, once again, it is ideal na dapat meron ka munang at least 2 years work experience before you enter this postgraduate degree. Alright? So sir, bakit may makikilala ako 1 year pa lang nag-work or wala mang 1 year, may iba, fresh graduate pa nga, nag-MBA. Well, those are the exceptions. Once again, schools can also accept students even without related work experience, as long as that student is para bang capable due to his or her grades during her undergraduate course, maybe, or maybe meron siyang business na itatayo, parang ganon. There are exemptions actually, right? But ideally nga, dapat meron ka munang work experience, because apparently you'll have hard time coping with your classmates if that will be the case. Okay? It's better if you acquire first if you'll acquire first some experience outside, right? After graduation, sa undergraduate mo, kuha ka muna ng experience before you enroll yourself in an MBA degree. Alright? Actually, mas maraming naisi-share no, sa klase yung mga classmates ko no, na 10 years, na 20 years na nagtatrabaho. Alright? Sir, ikaw ba pinakabata? Yes, ako po yung pinakabata sa klase namin. Mga kaklase ko, mga 30, 40, meron pa mga 50 years old. Alright? Next, punta tayo sa undergraduate GPA. GPA is your grade point average, no? Your average score or average grade nung undergrad ka. Alright? Well, GPA or undergraduate average, it will depend on the school. Alright? There are schools who para bang require applicants to have an average grade of at least 85. May mga school na ganun, sir, sobrang taas. Ganun talaga 85. There are also schools who require applicants to have a grade of at least 2.0. Parang ganun, right? Pero there are schools who aren't para bang requiring their applicants or their students to have that kind of what you call this, to have that kind of average. Alright? So nakadepende talaga yan sa school. Hindi yan nakadepende sa para bang sa normal business practice natin. Alright? And also, of course, you need to take the exam and hindi to undergraduate. So may interview. You need to take or you pass the exam and the interview before you can be admitted on the school you chose. Alright? Because apparently, lahat ng school, wala pa ako nakita yung school, no? Napunta, enroll po ako MBA. Sige, bayad ka na. Walang ganon. Normally, you need to make a schedule first. Make an appointment for your exam and for your interview with the dean or to whoever is conducting that interview. Alright? Because apparently, hindi nga ito basta-basta. Okay? So, these are the requirements in order for you to take an MBA degree. Okay? Now, let's move on to the reasons why you should get an MBA degree. So, ito na yung mga hinihintay nating reasons. No? Ito na yung mga para bang dahilan para ma-encourage ka, mas ma-encourage kang i-take itong journey na to. Okay? So, first reason, earning a master's in business administration or MBA, it is also called Master of Business Administration, can help professionals enhance their career opportunities, increase or receive increased compensation, yun siyempre yung pinakagusto natin, and job promotions. Right? Actually, I have classmates na sinasabi nila sa akin, no, nung nagtitake kami ng MBA, is that after graduation, after they got their diploma and transcript, auto-promote sila. May mga company na ganun. Alright? Na tipo bang after mong gumraduate, auto-promotion po yun. Auto-increase, auto-salary increase po yun. Alright? Now, second reason, an MBA can provide the skills and knowledge necessary to start a new business, and many employers require an MBA for certain management or leadership positions. Actually, this is true, no? Right? Marami na ako nakita na business ad, right? Wherein, kapag kunwari nag-hire sila ng mga tao, one of the requirements is that you should have an MBA degree. All right, whether here in the Philippines or in other countries. All right. So if you really want to have a position in a company, I think you should really enroll yourself in an MBA. All right. So to tell you, these are actually the companies or some of the largest company hiring MBA graduates, meaning required talaga nakalagay. Hindi siya optional, no? Hindi katulad ng iba na MBA is an advantage. For these companies, there are positions, no, wherein MBA is actually a requirement, right? These are Microsoft, Facebook, Apple, Walt Disney, Bain and Company, JP Morgan, and then Amazon. All right. So if you have an MBA, you have an advantage over other applicants if you will if you will decide to apply in these companies. All right. Now, punta tayo sa iba pang reasons. Next reason is that you'll have access to extensive business network. Well, this is one of the reason kung bakit maraming nagtitake ng MBA to get connections, right? Because ang mga classmates mo dito again, dito sa MBA po, yung mga classmates mo, sila yung kikubang manager na, director, and even owner of businesses. Even CEO of a big company, right, will enroll to an MBA degree because requirement kaya ng ibang kumpanya. Right? And since ang mga kaklase mo dito is nanggaling sa iba't ibang kumpanya, you'll have an extensive, right, business network now. Right? You can have a network wherein kapag kunwari na nag-resign ka, kailangan mo ng trabaho, you can just contact this particular classmate of yours, right? Para mai-refer ka niya dun sa company kung saan siya nag-work. Right? So ito yung isa sa mga reasons kung bakit ang daming nai-enganyong mag-take ng MBA, to have connections. Alright? Sabi nga ni Sarah Hieronimo, di ba? Connections that you don't have. Joke lang. Alright? Now, let's move on to the main reason kung bakit ang daming nai-enganyong mag-take ng MBA. What's that? Well, MBA salaries are some of the highest on the job market. Right? Ito yung actually yung may pinakamataas, isa sa pinakamataas na sahod actually right now. Alright? And to tell you, these are actually the sample salaries, no, based on that article provided by Master Portal. No? These are the average salaries for MBA graduates. Right? In the US, that's 102,100 US dollar per year. Convert natin, 102, 100 times 50, syempre. CPA tayo, meron tayong calculator. Alright? So that's 5,105,000 a year. Sige, gawin natin monthly. That's equal to 425,000 monthly. Right? Isipin mo yun, yung 425,000 monthly. Hindi mo nakikitain yun. Right? I think, no, hindi mo kikitain yan, right, ng basta-basta. Right? Napakalaki na. Next will be Canada. Canada is offering 99,800 US dollar a year. Next, Australia, 98,400 US dollar a year. In Singapore, that's 82,700 a year. In the UK, that's 92,400 US dollar per year. In Switzerland, that's 123,500 US dollar per year. In Germany, that's 77,200 US dollar a year. In France, that's 98,500 US dollar per year. And then in Italy, that's 86,400 US dollar per year. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa last reason. Alright? So, last reason why you should get an MBA degree is that you can study this degree part-time. Okay? So, kahit na busy ka, let's say may full-time job ka, you are actually working 40 hours a week, 5 days a week actually. Alright? So even though you have actually a full-time job, you can really enroll yourself in an MBA degree. Why? Because you can take it on a part-time basis. Alright? Pwede na Sunday ka lang pumapasok, pwede na Sabado ka lang pumapasok, pwede na gabi ka lang pumapasok. Right? When I took my MBA degree, actually gabi lang ako pumapasok. 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. ang klase ko. Alright? Because apparently, meron akong job. During that time, ako yung tipo bang tinatanong ako ng mga kaklala ko. My colleagues are asking me, how do you manage your time? How do you manage to still para bang take your MBA despite your schedule? Because during that time, right, ako yung tipo bang nagtatrabaho Monday to Sunday. Right? During that time, nung tinake ko ang MBA ko, I am connected with 4 schools and 4 review centers. Right? Sipin mo, Monday to Sunday, as in palipat-lipat ako, takbo-takbo, yet kinagabihan, nag-aaral pa ako. Alright? So you can enroll yourself actually on a part-time basis. Alright? Pero syempre may mga full-time din at mas mabilis yun. Okay? Actually, hindi ko alam bakit parang napabilis ata ako. But I think that's the end of my presentation. Right? But before I end my presentation and turn over the floor to the officers, see to it, or to the facilitators, see to it that you can subscribe and like this YouTube channel. That's Accounting Lecture Series. I'm one of the lecturers who is teaching in this channel. Right? Baka lang makatulong. In this channel, you can see that there are math, for and auditing related subjects. Also, please follow my baby. So I do have a baby, a fur baby, and he is Attorney Pepper. He's missing right now, but later I hope na makita niya siya. Right? So meron siyang Instagram, that's Attorney Pepper. He is a combination of Maine Coon and Persian. Right? That's why kapag hinawakan mo siya, ang daming balahibo na makukuha mo from him. Alright? So thank you so much guys for listening. I hope you guys got an idea, no? Acquired an idea kung ano ba ang i-expect nyo once you enroll yourself in an MBA degree and kung ano bang i-expect nyo once na gumraduate kayo. And then one last, before ko pa makalimutan, please also enroll at iCare. Nag-promote, no? Because in iCare, we provide quality CPA review at para bangatan affordable fee. Actually, we are the lowest CPA review center in the market. Alright, lowest fee or lowest para bang tuition fee or review fee in the market. Alright, we are offering 2,000 pesos only for the whole review because we believe na during this time, during this difficult time, especially pandemic tayo, tipo bang this is the least we can do for you guys. Alright, to help you become CPAs and apparently, syempre hindi kayo ganun mapapagastos. Okay? Then also, for those who want to, be a certified management accountant, I think there is a speaker sooner tomorrow about CMA. We'll talk about CMA. No? If you want to be a CMA or to take the certification with an affordable fee still, right? You can also enroll with us at Tiger, all right? Because we are also the CMA Review Center who is offering the lowest fee right now, all right? So I think that's all. Thank you so much, Iris. Kiela?
Thank you so much, Sir Rain, for that knowledgeable talk. For sure, our for JPians were able to get a glimpse of what an MBA graduate path will take. So, guys, for those who want to subscribe to Sir Rain's YouTube account, ang link po ng YouTube account ni Sir Rain is nasa pinned comment po natin in our Facebook Live. Partner?
Yes, partner. You know what, partner? Personally, I am enlightened about what is MBA kasi nakikita ko lang siya sa mga names ng professors but hindi ko rin talaga alam kung anong meron sa pagiging MBA and kung paano ba maging Master of Business Administration. Actually, marami ako natutunan talaga with our session with Sir Rain and thank you so much po, sir. And my takeaway talaga is MBA is more about practical application. Kasi nga, di ba, nasanay tayo ngayon sa ating undergraduate na puro hypothetical situations and theories lang inaaral natin. And in MBA, this will allow us to grow as a professional in our chosen career business or industry.
Yes, partner. And nabanggit ko nga, di ba, kanina, personally, being an MBA is also one of my plans after I graduate. And aside from learning the practical side, I am also amazed on what opportunities na pwedeng ibigay ng degree na to. Lalo na yung mga interested na pumasok sa academe na. And ang alam ko kasi, I think, is mas preferred din ng universities and schools ang may MBA. Just like yung diniscuss ni Sir Ray na kapag papasok ka sa top management, kailangan talaga ng MBA. So, sobrang encouraging lang talaga na mag-take ng MBA with career opportunities na pwede mong ma-encounter.
Yes, partner. Now naman po, Sir Rain and JPians, we will open the floor for questions from our delegates that are currently watching via Facebook Live. So guys, comment na kayo if may questions ba kayo or advice na pwedeng makuha from Sir Rain ngayong umaga. So, for first question po, sir, ano daw po yung average tuition fee ng isang MBA po?
Well, average tuition fee nagdi-depend siya no sa kung saang school ka ba magte-take. Alright. So actually ako medyo nagtitipid ako no. So I chose the school wherein medyo affordable siya and apparently hindi siya yung tipo ng diploma mill. Don't get it wrong. There are schools kasi wherein hindi siya ganun mas madaling makakuha pero I don't suggest na pumunta kayo or mag-enroll kayo sa mga schools. Alright. So actually the good schools for MBA are syempre yung big four schools pa rin. That's Ateneo, LaSalle, UP, UST, but also PUP and PLM can provide the same quality, I think, no, of education with a lower or affordable fee. So I actually enrolled myself at PLM. That's Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila, and my tuition fee that time is only around 20 to 30,000, something like that per term. Right? Sometimes it's even lower than that fee, right? But for other schools, I think at UST, Ateneo, that will range from 50 to 100,000 per term, right? So that will depend, syempre, sa school of choice.
Yan. So, thank you, Sir Rain. Another question po is, mas may advantage po ba kapag may mas maraming experience? And ano pong magandang time or age para po mag-take ng MBA?
Alright, that's a good question. Obviously, there is an advantage if you have experience before you enter the MBA or your MBA journey. Why? Because as I said a while ago, para bang mas marami kang may share, you'll have more inputs, right? If you'll have or you'll acquire first experience, no? Right? Maybe working in a audit firm, working in a private company before you enter MBA. What's the ideal age? What's the ideal time? Wala pong ideal age at walang ideal time. Alright? So as long as you think no na-acquire mo na yung enough experience na kailangan mo para makipagsabayan sa mga classmates mo, because remember, your classmates here hindi sila basta-basta, manager sila, directors, and even partners of some auditing firms. Parang ganun. Okay? So if papasok ka sa MBA ng fresh grad, medyo I'm not belittling those students, pero medyo mahihirapan ka. Promise. I have classmates, no, na tipo bang nahihirapan. And even me, maybe, no, nahihirapan ako somehow in some areas or in some courses or in some subjects. All right. So I think it's better if you really acquire for some experience working outside, right, before you enter, right, the school na pinili mo to take your MBA.
Good po. Thank you po, sir. Next question po is, need po ba na marami ka titles like MBA for you to rank up faster in company you are in?
Well, actually, I think if you are in that company already, hindi siya need. Because apparently, if you are in that company already, tapos na. Right? Tapos na yung hiring process. Hired ka na eh. Tama ba? Well, if you got more certifications like MBA, CMA, CISA, right? Syempre, there is a chance na mapopromote ka at tataas, right, yung sahod mo. Pero mas magmamatter, I think, right, na marami kang title if you are applying sa isang company. Right? Iba kasi kapag nandun ka na as compared sa nag-a-apply ka pa lang. So if nag-a-apply ka pa lang and you have these credentials or these certifications or this degree, syempre, you'll have an advantage. You'll have, right, the right or the voice to ask for higher compensation. Ibig sabihin, mas kaya mo mag-demand na ako gusto ko ng ganito. To tell you honestly, meron akong company na napasukan. Hindi ko sasabihin kung anong company right? Due to my MBA degree, I managed to double the normal salary of that job. Alright? So others are earning this amount or this range of salary, and then me, my salary is para bang doble nung kinikita nila, pero our job is just the same. Right? Those are the reasons or those are the things why nakaka-encourage, no? Siyempre, usapang pera eh. Alright? Siyempre, pagdating naman dyan, alright, gusto natin ng mataas, alright, yung kita natin or yung sahod natin. But you should also consider, siyempre, yung experience. Alright? So I think if you are in that company already, right, you can juggle or you can negotiate with regards to your promotion or salary increase But if you are still looking for a job, I think that's an advantage or that's an edge for you over that employer because you'll have para bang the prerogative no to say that I do have an MBA degree, I do have a CMA certification. So this is the salary that I think I para bang I deserve, right? Because syempre I'm not the same to others. Parang ganun. Hindi mo naman piniperdure or yung ibang tao. Hindi mo sila para bang minamalit. It's just that right? Syempre, if you have an MBA degree and that other person is walang MBA degree, papayag ka ba na same kayo ng sahod? Parang ganun lang yun. Syempre, hindi ka papayag. Alright? So, yung pinagtrabahuhan mo ng 2 taon, I mean, yung inaral mo yun ng 2 taon, trabaho kasi yun nasa isip ko eh. Alright? Kasi medyo matcha-challenge ka ng konti lang naman. Alright? While taking that degree. Right? Yung tatrabahuin or aaralin mo ng 2 taon, worth it na worth it yun. Kasi forever nang nakadugtong sa pangalan mo, yung 3 words na MBA. Tinudugtong din po siya sa pangalan. So, for example, Rainiel C. Soriano, CPA, and then MBA. Alright? Also, if you really want to have more para bang credentials, syempre after taking MBA, you can also consider taking a doctorate degree. Alright? So, prerequisite yung master's degree before you can take a doctorate degree. Parang ganon. So I hope I answered the question.
Ayan, Sir Rain. For our last question po, ano daw pong advice ang pwede niyong ibigay sa mga may plano po na mag-take ng MBA degree after they graduate?
Alright. So advice to those who want to pursue MBA degree right after graduation is that you should make time syempre to study. Once again, it's different if you will enter MBA right after graduation and if you will enter MBA after working first maybe for 1 to 2 years, right? Ibang-iba because in undergraduate once again puro theoretical lang ang alam natin. Theories alam natin lahat. Alam natin kung paano mag-audit, I'm sure. Alam natin based on theories. But since hindi pa natin yun actually na-feel, actually na para bang na-experience, right? Para bang hindi mo ma-share. Para bang for me, hindi ang hirap niyang i-share. Kunwari alam mo kung paano mag-bank reconciliation. But can you share na tipo bang can you share na sa bank reconciliation ganito ang ginagawa. Alright? Syempre, your other classmates will sometimes will not believe you. Because even though you are a CPA, even though you are an accountancy graduate, right, hindi mo pa talaga na-feel or na-experience paano gumawa ng bank recon. You just know what is the process, you just know what are the concepts behind, but you really did not experience the same. Tama ba? So I think, if you will enter MBA right after graduation, you'll need to have more time, alright, para mag-aral, para magbasa because apparently you'll need to read a lot of journals, a lot of publications for you to cope up with your classmates. Also, if you're planning to take MBA right after graduation, my advice is isabay mo siya sa work mo. Right? Because kayang-kaya po siyang isabay sa work mo. Alright? Sayang yung time Para ako, I believe in efficiency kasi. Alright? So, why not? Isabay mo siya. Habang nag-work ka, you can take also the MBA degree. Right? During the evening or in the weekends, parang ganun. Over the weekends, something like that. Okay.
Ayan. Thank you very much, Sir Rain. Thank you as well, JPIAns, for your active participation during the discussion. Now, I'll be reading the citation for the Certificate of Appreciation for our speakers. The National Federation of Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants Region for Council, NCCIP Garras Galayo and Company, SVG and Co., in partnership with Premier CPA Review and Professional Development Center and Dresser Review School of Accountancy, this certificate of appreciation is hereby presented to Mr. Rainiel C. Soriano, CPA, MBA, for sharing his time, expertise, and knowledge as the guest speaker during the Certified Future Accountants Day with the theme, The Making of Paragons of the National Federation of Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants Region 4, given this 1st of May 2021, signed by our RBP for Academics, Ms. Annabel Angeles, Ms. Aim Capin or Aguinaldo, our Regional Council President, our Regional Co-Advisor, Mr. John Jeric Fernandez, our Regional Co-Advisor, Miss Maria Lea Urgelias, and our Regional Advisor, Mr. George Matthew B. Makatangay, CPA, PSM. Thank you so much, Sir Rain.
Thank you as well.